After 18 years of fighting, taking the lives of 2,300 U.S. troops, injuring countless more, and costing nearly $1 trillion, the truth about the war in Afghanistan is beginning to emerge. According to more than 2,000 pages of documents obtained by the Washington Post, military commanders, diplomats, and aid workers privately, and in blunt terms, describe an unclear mission, a failed strategy, and efforts to sway public opinion, and decades of upbeat presidential pronouncements about the war.
We will defeat the enemy and win the war on terror.
Afghans will take full responsibility for their security, and our combat mission will be over.
Together, we're making tremendous progress.
The documents include notes from interviews with more than 400 individuals involved in the war, obtained by the Post through a Freedom of Information Act request after a 3-year legal battle. Those interviews are part of a lessons learned project conducted by a government agency, the Office of the Special Inspector General for Afghanistan Reconstruction. NBC News has not independently verified the interview notes. Among the revelations, retired General Douglas Lute, the Afghan war czar under Presidents Bush and Obama, saying in 2015, "What are we trying to do here? We didn't have the foggiest notion of what we were undertaking." An unidentified State Department official declared in 2015, "The time frame for creating a strong central government is 100 years, which we didn't have," amidst a public relations push to sell the war, despite the Taliban's successes on the battlefield.
The past 8 months have seen important but hard-fought progress in Afghanistan.
An unnamed national security official told interviewers in 2016 the metrics were always manipulated for the duration of the war.
The power of these interviews is that people kind of unburden themselves. And frankly, they told the truth about what they really thought about the war. And many of them, but not all, but many of them thought their name would never be made public.
All the while, top officials denied that Afghanistan would become another Vietnam. Then Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld mocking the idea of a drawn-out conflict.
All together now, quagmire.
Retired General Barry McCaffrey, an NBC News analyst, visited the war zone 6 times for the Pentagon, reporting his concerns.
In almost every case, I saw courageous, well-organized military forces, a well-meaning diplomatic effort, but an overall mission that didn't make any sense and wasn't going to succeed.
The head of the federal agency that conducted those interviews, John Sopko, declined to comment to NBC News in advance of the Washington Post report's publication this morning. But Sopko told the Post that the documents show, quote, that the American people have constantly been lied to. General Doug Lute declined comment to the Post beyond his remarks in that 2015 interview.